What you know about walking through the darkness? Straight bullet flying, shining like a torchlight. Hit you in the head, make you lose your only life. What you know about? Stuck in an empty house, surrounding with fire. Someone saw ya on the other side, waiting to pull the trigger. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Make it say your last breath to God. Oh Lord, forgive my sin, 'cause tonight might be my last night. And you're the strange one say, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. 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 What you know about 1990, when innocent people lost their life? What you know about October 15th, when the whole city was burning to ashes? What you know about April 6th, when your auntie was selling cold water to feed the family, and she got ripped on the way, fighting for you to stay alive. What stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. 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 Free everybody running for their lives. Men moving, men falling. It's like them men walking. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? They gonna take you away. They're gonna take you away, take you away, take you away. Put you in a cage, hey. All them type of things that you did. You took my father away, took somebody mother away, took somebody brother away, took somebody sister away, took somebody best friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, auntie, husband, and wife away. What baby? African baby, I want you to stay alive. Stay alive, stay alive, 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 stay alive. Hey, Mr. Bamboy. Yeah. My right, check out my mouth. Yeah. Right. You know what it is like where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? Another way you whine in your pop ways. Don't tease till it making me on right. Fast move when you move to the groove in the truth, baby. Back it up on me. Yeah, another style where you got days. So won't you back it up on me? Right. This a girl a whine in a time. I move around like she don't have no spine. The next thing, show she fine. She have the rest of them a wait in a line. Oh gosh, champagne a pop and we so fast. Weed in a spliff, no allow that. Girl, back it up, make me hold that. This girl's on a level right now. I match to the bass and the treble right now. Wine to the real, let my crown. Bedroom pulling up and I pop down. Fast, fast, slow, slow. Anywhere you want, baby girl, go. Bounce up and down like a pro. Go, girl, you want it, they know. Yo, real on the scene. Heavy movement. You and your team. Yeah, them can't intervene. Right. You know another style where you got bass. telling me that you want me, baby girl, if you loving tonight. Right, baby, I'm in town, know that it's going down. You know that I'm only here for one night. You know what he won't do, really won't do. You know why I pray, put that thing upon you. Looking at you, looking like you really want to. There's nothing on the earth, baby girl, I won't do. Girl. Another banger, baby, calm down.
Painter One of Delaware. Yes, it's Painter One of Delaware, the name that counts when you talk quality painting works. For more than 2 decades, Painter One has brought more life and vigor to thousands of residential and commercial complexes with our quality painting services. Give your homes, offices, bars, stores, hospitals, shops, etc. that look they deserve by choosing Painter One of Delaware. For more information, call us on phone number 302-508-3034. Again, 302-508-3034. Or visit our website at painter1.com/Delaware. Or better still, email us on ivan@painter1.com or holly@painter1.com. Schedule a free estimate and get 10% off by using the promo code Costa. Painter One of Delaware. Renew your space, renew your life.
She did give me small, I know.
Peter Massacre Insurance Agency is the name that counts when you talk quality and affordable insurance services. Located in central New Jersey, Peter Massacre Insurance Agency provides homeowner insurance, commercial and business insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, and a lot more. We partner with over 20 top-rated companies to ensure we provide affordable pricing and quality services to our clients. Not only that, we also offer free financial planning consultation, and we are licensed in 20 states across the USA. At Peter Massacre Insurance Agency, our staff are well trained to handle all your insurance needs. Visit our website on www.pmassinsurance.com or call us on phone number 609-571-3037. That's 609-571-3037. Peter Massacre Insurance Agency, your low-cost insurance partner. It is often said any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That is why I introduced to you a company with magic, SM Group Incorporated. SM Group Incorporated is an internet technology company that provides the best quality and cheapest internet services, including IT management services, supplies of IT equipment, networking, mobile app and software development, structured cabling, and web design. We also develop POS cash register system for small businesses like mini-mart, supermarket, restaurants, and bar, hotel management software for reservations and online booking. SM Group Incorporated installs biometric systems that include hotel door locks and access control, database, CCTV security, and motion sensor system installation with 24/7 monitoring and cloud backup storage with mini solar backup power system. Coming soon is the SM Group SASE-Net, which will deploy hundreds of Wi-Fi hotspots across the city with high-speed, affordable broadband internet service for less than $100 Liberian. For more information, visit our website at www.smgroupincorporated.net or email us at info@smgroupincorporated.net or call cell numbers 0777-881-881. We are located at the intersection of Carey and Center Streets in Monrovia.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as $500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on UN Drive at Sayotown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that Sendwave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download Sendwave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. Sendwave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you. Welcome to the program. Today is August the 11th, 2022. The time in Monrovia is 10:29. A few seconds from now, it should be 10:30. The time in Delaware is 6:29. It should be 6:30 any moment now. We're glad to be here. It's a beautiful day. Waka, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. A day to the weekend, and we are here. Like you said, we are glad to be here again to provide you the best information. To our listeners via Radio Land, let me say good morning. Sorry about yesterday. There was some little technical problem, but it have been handled. And we are back here for good. So it's good to be here. Buaka Kamara.
Yeah, we're live on D1598.1 radio. You can catch us there, crystal clear, as well as across all the online platforms that we normally come to you on. We're going to start with the WAS results, the West African exams. The results are terrible. 65%, I believe, 65% of the students failed. Yeah. I mean, 65%? That's what happened. 65% failed. Hold on. I'm trying to pull it up from somewhere. Yeah. And we're told that a school in Riverside County, topped the 12th grade and the 9th grade exams. Yeah. They said 100% of all their students passed in the 12th grade. Geez, that's very impressive. A high school in Riverside, 100% of the 12th graders passed, and 98.9% of their 9th graders passed. A school in Riverside in Cestus. So it's called Cestus High School. Cestus High School, as in Cestus City, Riverside County. That is impressive. But across the country, 65% of the students fail. Dismally fail. It is very, very bad. Let's see whether we can get the full details from somewhere. I had it here somewhere, but I can't find it. I'm going to check and see where I can find this. But this is just very, very bad. Buaka. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say there?
Well, it's not welcoming for our generation that we will be experiencing such a massive failure. We just don't know what's the problem. Is it the teachers?
You don't know what the problem is, Waka? Are you kidding me?
Are not putting in time, or the students are putting in time, or we don't have the equipment for our students to sit the work. So some of these things.
Look, exams. In order for you the only way you can prepare for an exam is throughout your years of education or your years in school. You're supposed to take a 9th grade exam. What's going to prepare you for the exam?
It's not any kind of cheat sheet. It's the quality of training, of education, the quality of instruction, academic instruction that you received over the years leading up to your 9th grade exam. For you to have a good chance at passing on a 12th grade exam or exam, it's going to be based on, again, the quality of instruction, the quality of teaching, the quality of performance over the years leading up to the 12th grade. Don't let nobody tell you you can simply go and study some kind of cheat sheet and prepare yourself to do well on the exam. No, it takes years. That's why the exams are given at the 9th grade level and at the 12th grade level. So you take years to prepare. So when your education system is bad and you don't do well, thank you. Somebody just sent me the entire results here. Thank you, my friend, J. William Yanti. So it's about years. You have to take years to prepare. So you can just go and do well. Okay? It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. We have the results here. Let's go into the results and we'll come back to that. These are the results. Senior high school results. We're going to start with that. The total number of students that sat the exams, the total number is 33,124. That's the total number of students. The total number of students passed the exam, 11,544 students, representing 35%. The total number of students that failed, 21,580, representing 65%. 65%.
65%?
Yeah.
Wow.
The total number of junior high school students that sat the exams, 41,272. The total number of junior high students that passed, 25,685, representing 63%. So you see, 63% of the junior high students passed, which is impressive. The total number of junior high students that failed is 14,817, representing 36.58%. So the junior high students did much, much better. 63% of them passed, 36% of them failed. In the case of the senior high students, 65% of them failed, 35% of them passed. It's very embarrassing. But a school in Riverside County. Now we need to go to that school, Parker. You see, this is what you would do. The Ministry of Education should go to that school in Cestus, at the Cestus High School, and say, how the hell did all of your students pass? 100% of the 12th graders at the Riverside High School passed. Impressive. Impressive. Also, I'm told some of them went Division 1 and Division 2. First tier and second tier in terms of performance. They did very, very well. Splendid, superb, excellent. Then their 9th graders at the same school, 98-point-something% of them passed. The 9th graders. So we need to go to the Riverside High School and ask them, how did you do it? How did it happen? But then again, I go back and say, and I'm no expert in the field of education, but I'm just saying, you have to, is preparation. Preparation, Bwakai, preparation. You have to prepare, and it takes years to prepare. You have to prepare. You have to have a solid foundation. That is why, Bwakai, the schools, certain schools just do well, because the quality of education, the quality of teaching at those schools is much higher than it is at other schools. So the schools that have better educational outcomes year on year or year after year is because of the quality of education at those schools. That's it. But go ahead. Make your point.
So last year, Segu Al Sharif in Gardnersville, came up with good results. And this year,
high school?
Yeah.
People don't know when you say Sekou Al Sharif, they might be thinking you're referring to an individual as opposed to a school.
No. Seku Asheri,
High
high
school.
school.
Good.
Got
That's how we communicate to our people so we don't leave them confused. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this year going to Riverside. Next year it could be another school. So I don't know why is it that this particular school will come up with a high mark this year, then next year another school. Is it that the time that you put in this year you didn't put such a time for
You're
next year?
still
That's why
misunderstanding what I told you. You're still misunderstanding what I said. An exam. For you to do well on an exam will not be how well you study a few weeks or a few days before they sit in the exam. It will be based on the quality of training, instructional training that you received the years preceding the exam. Your performance will not be guaranteed by how well you look at the school in Cestus. This Cestus High School. 100% of the students passed. It is remarkable. So now it all goes back to how well you were prepared. It all goes back to that. That's what students can do. Oh, going camp. Then you all will go and be drinking liquor and doing all kind of stuff until you camping. And then you go sit exam, you all fail. All the people who went to camp, most of them fail. Because camping does not prepare you. Is the years, the questions that come on your 12th grade WAS. Those are questions that those are things you studied throughout high school, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. The questions that come on the 9th grade exams, those are questions, they come from material or materials that you studied the years preceding the 9th grade. So that's how you're prepared. I'm sorry. There's no magic solution or no magic trick. You understand? There's no cheat code. You have to prepare, and it takes years to prepare. So that's it. Yeah. So this Riverside High School, we need to investigate what happened. How did they all pass? And when I say investigate, I don't mean to impugn that something happened that they cheated. I mean to go and sit down with them and ask them, how did you manage to do so well? We would like to know. How did you manage for all of your students in the 12th grade to pass? For 98% of your students in the 9th grade to pass? Because it is a remarkable feat. You understand my point now, Boga?
Sure.
Fantastic. Somebody said, could it be that they were prepared for the exam? I said, well, let me tell you something. I know a lot of people who you can even sit them down and give them all the answers. When the time comes for you to sit a test, you know how long the test is? You know how many questions come on that test? You think you're going to remember all those questions? It just takes all of the students being prepared. That's what it takes. You can give them all the answers. I know people who, even if you give them a cheat sheet or a cheat code, they could still fail. Some people would still fail. Some people are just not good at public exams. No matter how prepared you think they are, they would still fail. So I don't think they had any extra help that other students didn't have. I don't think they had the answers to the questions that were on the exams prior to the exam, that their friends didn't have. I don't think that's how they failed. I mean, they all passed. I think they must have just been smart. They must have just been well prepared over the years leading up to sitting the exams. That's what I think. All right. So we're going to go to something else here, Buckeye. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they've got issues there, Buckeye. They've got issues at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Well, they've always got issues at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But the issues I'm talking about, they border on the principal deputy. The issue has got to do with the principal deputy for Foreign Affairs. He's next to D. Maxwell Kimaya. His name is Henry Fambula. Many of you may know him. He was in the
former representative.
Thank you. He was. Henry Fambula and Maxwell Kimaya do not get along. They do not see eye to eye. Well, it's not just Henry Fambula. Before you think it's Henry Fambula who's at fault here. Maxwell Kimaya just doesn't get along well with people. He's not
a lot of people complain too much, Costa, at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Lots of people. He doesn't get along well with people. He doesn't like people. He is introverted. He is conceited. He is selfish. He is a narcissistic idiot. That's what he is. He doesn't get along with people. That ugly bugger with his big trousers. Yeah, he just doesn't get along with people.
If this man doesn't go with the president in December, he'll have serious problem because
He got serious problem.
Costa,
Who told you Korea doesn't know the Maxwell will not accompany him if indeed he does attend this thing?
Costa coming. We can have such invitation from our number one ally, and our dean of the cabinet can go along with the president for such an important invitation, important program. It will be a slap into our face that the dean of the cabinet will not attend such meeting.
Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times has gone places where Maxwell has not been, where he should have been? No, we are knows.
Because not this time around where all African leaders and their ministers will be there to be a part of this particular program.
Mr. Weah does not care. Why are you worried? Why are you worried? Why are you worried for Joe Weah? Weah is the one who appointed the gentleman. Weah doesn't care that the gentleman doesn't travel to the U.S., Liberia's most important traditional ally and friend. He doesn't care.
No, but of course it's kind of affecting us as a country. If it's not affecting the president, it could be affecting us because.
But all you got to deal with. This is the president you have. I'm sorry. This is the president you have. You got to deal with him until you remove him from power. This is the president you have. And also, Baka, we got to talk about the Sierra Leone issue.
Yeah,
it's very important. The situation is in next door Sierra Leone. My good friends there. It's a very serious issue. We're going to talk about it shortly. But let's finish up with this thing at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So it's not just some general conversation about what's going on between Maxwell and this guy. But we have a specific issue. And this is a specific issue. The president called the legislature or requested the legislature to return from their break to do a few things. By law, the president can do so, consistent with the Constitution. The president is the only one. When the legislature is on its break, the president is the only one, except for the legislature itself, that may request the legislature to return from their break for something called extra sitting, for which they pay them extra sitting fees. So the lawmakers like that. So we had heard that the president, I'm laying the premise, as you know, I always do with everything before we tell you. That's how you communicate with people so that they understand you. As we had heard, the president wants them to do a number of things. One of which, as we said yesterday, is to confirm that idiot, that comedian, the clown, as the boss of the airport, Darlington Conley. They really badly want Conley. I don't know why they want him, but they really want him. He has absolutely no idea about managing anything, but they want him to manage the airport. That's one. Number two, the HPX deal. They've collected $30 million from HPX to give them exclusive rights to the rail that ArcelorMittal currently controls, and several other things. Now, and perhaps confirm other people that were appointed that had not been confirmed when the legislature was in session. So, in order for the president to call the legislature from their break, he needs to issue what is called a proclamation. And that proclamation is issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Foreign Affairs, yeah.
This is why we're about to tell you what it is that's going on between Maxwell Kimaya and his principal deputy, Mr.
Henry Fambule.
So that proclamation has to be issued by a superior authority figure within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, not just some Joe Blow, but someone who really does have authority. Now, listen to me, folks. I have here a communication written by Henry Fambule, in which Henry Fambule blows the alarm that the proclamation that was issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs calling on the legislature to return from their break to do a number of things as requested by the president, that proclamation is illegitimate, that proclamation is unconstitutional. But
Oh,
Fambule also says that if and when the legislature honors that proclamation and returns to work and executes a number of things as requested by the president, those things would be in effect unconstitutional and illegal.
yeah, because I got an
I have the
information.
communication, we'll read it, but I just want to say the premise. Go ahead, boy.
Yeah,
Chime in.
I got this particular information from somebody. They told me that particular communication that was sent to the national legislature, it wasn't from the the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So where did the president
It's
get
from
that?
somebody at the ministry, but somebody who does not have the authority to issue that proclamation.
And the president accepted and sent it?
Yeah, of course.
That's
But
a
listen
violation.
now. So the deputy minister of foreign affairs, the principal deputy to Dimasha Kimaya, Ome Juguju, Big Trousers, Donga Flare, he is saying that proclamation, the proclamation that has been sent already to the legislature, upon which the legislature is returning, is illegal, is unconstitutional, and that whatever action the legislature takes when it has returned, that action or those actions would be in effect null and void. That they will have no legitimacy, they will have no constitutionality, they will have no legality, they will have no standing, because the proclamation itself is illegal. You see, he has a point. His point is the person who is calling you back, that person does not have the authority to call you back. Therefore, when you do return, whatever action you take, that action would not be legitimate. Oh, but what kind of incompetence is this? What manner of incompetence is this? But let me read for you now what he wrote. And he wrote this message and sent it. He wrote it in the chat room. Hello? Did you just hear me?
Yeah.
The deputy minister posted this message in their chat room, and I'm going to read it for you all. Listen very keenly. Listen, I'm going to read it. Senior officials and colleagues in the Minister of Foreign Affairs chat room, that's where he posted this message. The Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, Henry Fambule. Let me read the message for you. Senior officials and colleagues, let me gently draw your attention to the above proclamation under the signature of the senior ambassador at large, Ambassador Jaja Kamara. Hello? So the proclamation calling the legislature from their break to execute a number of actions requested by the president was actually issued by an ambassador at large, someone who doesn't have any legitimate portfolio. Do you know who an ambassador at large is? Forget that big title. Ambassador at large, you're basically nobody. You hold this position with no portfolio. The president can send you anywhere. You have no specific office that you run, no specific diplomatic posting. You're ambassador at large. You just hanging at large. That's what it is. Don't mind that fancy title. Ambassador at large has no specific portfolio. You mean these boys are incompetent and stupid. Listen, let me read further. For the very first time, let me state through this medium that the issuance of the above proclamation recalling the 54th legislature is inherently flawed and has no reliance. Wait! The Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs says that the issuance of the proclamation recalling the legislature from their break is flawed and it has no reliance. I'm going to read for it. Firstly, Ambassador Kamara is not a commissioned officer by President George Weah. I'm not going to call all the other stupid things the guy, President, His Excellency, Dr. Judgment, and we are all that nonsense. Mouthful of gibberish. Secondly, Ambassador Kamara is not in the order of precedence at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Thirdly, Chapter 20, Section 4 of the Executive Law is clear as to who should act in the absence of the minister proper. That person is the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, who is the principal deputy by law, who, my friends, in this case, would be Mr. Henry Fambule.
Yeah.
Let me read forward. Fourthly, the principal deputy minister of foreign affairs is in country. Fifthly, this proclamation could be challenged and any legislation or action taken by the 54th legislature on the basis of this proclamation be rendered illegal and unconstitutional. You heard him. He said, I'm in a country. I'm the principal deputy foreign minister. I am in country. I am not sick. I am not incapacitated. Why would you skip over me and go to a lowly non-commissioned ambassador at large to issue a proclamation recalling the legislature from their break to take a number of actions?
So was this sanctioned by Maxwell Kimaya asking?
Apparently so. Maxwell Kimaya didn't want the deputy minister
Pamela to do that. So
no.
Somebody.
So Kimaya thinks the ministry belongs to him. So what does he do? He doesn't want Henry Famula to issue a proclamation, even though by law it should be him. He goes to a non-commissioned ambassador at large. And when they say non-commissioned, the president, and I know you said, well, the president may know you, but it was not the president who commissioned you as ambassador at large.
So for me, if the president do get to know about such thing, he should work on the.
I will send this to him and say, Mama, yeah, people there. I will send it to Jawia. To the ambassador, where is it? Doctor.
Mama, you have to add all the tattoo in there.
Let me tell you something. When they confer, when an academic institution confers on you an honoris causa, this is called an honoris causa. It's a degree they give you for the sake of honor. That's what it means. For the cause of honor, honoris causa. That's what it means in Latin. And I may not be literally translating it, but that's what it means. Honoris causa, for the cause or in the cause or for the cause of honor. It is not a degree to be used when you have been mentioned. They don't give you honoris causa. You know how many honoris causa degrees so many people have? It's an honorary doctorate degree. They don't call you by it. Nowhere in the world. No sensible human being allows himself to be called doctor, some Dr. Tobakwali, because they conferred an honoris causa on you. They don't.
No, but our president wants for us to do that.
Listen to me. Only jokers allow themselves to be called that. Doctor. Only jokers. It's embarrassing. And the reason you shouldn't allow yourself to be called that is because you did not earn it. It was not earned. They give it to you for the sake of something you've done, some humanitarian, whatever, some contribution, some impact you've made in society. That's why academic institutions confer honoris causa. Now for you to call yourself that doctor, it is an affront and an insult to the people who actually sit in class and study for many years to earn their PhDs or their doctorate degrees. Don't be called that. Don't do that. Bunch of jokers. But anyway, let me read further. Now, finally, I thought to raise this issue because it could embarrass our government and create future problems. Our international partners are following our governance process with keen interest. The adage, what is not done legally is not done at all, holds resonance here. I wish consultations had taken place. As a former chair of the Committee on Foreign Affairs for 3 years, the 53rd House of Representatives, I therefore recommend that said flawed proclamation be quietly and immediately withdrawn. Hello?
Okay. Yeah, but for me, Costa, I think.
Wait. Don't veer off tangent. Let's stay on tangent. Did you just hear what the guy said? He recommends that the proclamation be quietly and immediately withdrawn. Just go there and just take a piece of paper. The piece of paper that you sent.
See, it wasn't done properly.
Just swear and say, "Yo, give it to me." We made mistake. Something there we didn't dot the I's and cross the T's. Let's take it back.
Yeah, but if the president do know that this is what happened, He himself should stand up and say, okay, you guys do it.
I don't think Joey knows this.
Okay.
Maybe he now knows, but I don't think he knows. So they said they should withdraw it. Sign. And so Maxwell Kimaya is the one responsible for this. You know, this is embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Maybe they will not take it seriously because that's how this government is, but it is embarrassing.
Yeah, very embarrassing. And Costa, once the president won for this particular deals that he put off to pass as soon as possible, he just don't care who read the letter, who submitted it, what's happening. All the president wants is that the national legislature should come back to work and do what he wants them to do.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So, folks, there you have it.
And Maswa Kemoya shouldn't think that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs belongs to him.
No, but that's what he believes. You could not tell him otherwise.
That's not his property. He should know that he's working on somebody and he's working for us, the Liberians.
Somebody just told me from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They say this Ambassador La Jaja is the one Master Kimaya uses. He is his surrogate. He uses him to do all sorts of things, all manners of things, all the illegal and illicit and criminal things that Kimaya wants done. He uses this guy. Yeah. He uses the guy to do everything. Yeah, that's one of his surrogates. He uses him to do all the things that he wants to do that he feels he should not do personally himself. This is the guy he uses to do these things. There you have it, folks. So they have a problem. The president issues a proclamation calling the legislature to return from their break to take a number of actions. The principal deputy foreign minister issues a warning, a statement in their own chat room and says to them, this proclamation is illegitimate. This proclamation should not stand. This proclamation is not does not have the gravitas, and the legislature should, if they make any decisions based on this proclamation, those decisions or those actions can be challenged. Can you imagine that? Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
Let that sink in. Just imagine that. Now, Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
You know, I have affinity for the Sierra Leoneans. And I say affinity because when George Weah ran after me on absolute nonsense and expected that the Sierra Leoneans would grab me and turn me over, the Sierra Leoneans did not. They let me go. So I owe a debt of gratitude to Julius Mara Bio and his folks. I'm grateful for what the Sierra Leoneans did for me. So, and not just Mara Bio, but the Sierra Leonean people and all the human rights organizations.
Came up and spoke. Yeah.
All the human rights organizations in Sierra Leone that came to my defense, had that joint press conference, almost 12, 15 human rights groups. So I feel I owe a debt of gratitude to the Sierra Leonean people. Besides being our neighbors, I have a personal affinity for the people of Sierra Leone. Yesterday, we watched why an anti-government protest happened, and it was bloody. It was bloody. Several people got murdered. I mean, in cold blood. I saw several protesters. I saw their bodies covered in blood. Some horrible, gruesome scenes. I saw at least 2 or 3 police officers who were suspected of having killed those civilians. I saw them too. They were murdered in retaliation by the mob. I saw the army come onto the streets. They were being chanted, cheered by the protesters because the army had to step in because the police Some of them were trigger happy, and they
Because
killed people.
before you just tell the people what led to the protest first before you lay all of these things because they want to know.
I will, but let me
Oh,
just talk about the scenes that we witnessed yesterday from afar, and it was just a horrible thing. And the protest happened in several parts of Freetown, as well as in several parts of the country. And then the airport, Longhi International, the airport at which I was detained on that fateful day, January 2020. I saw the protesters outside. I could recognize the entire place because I was there before. And it was just very, very scary. The government later on brought the situation under control after they deployed the army. The vice president called on the citizens to, they imposed a curfew and all of that. But let's go to how the protest came about. And then a couple of days ago, someone sent me a post by a major Sierra Leonean blogger. It's called SL Blog. They blogged something about me. And even though they didn't spell my last name correctly, but they blocked that they were saying that the organizers of the protest should leave their comfortable home in Holland and travel to Sierra Leone, as Henry Costa did, to stage the protest. Basically, that's what the guy said. The post is up, SL Blog. It's a huge blog in Sierra Leone. Now, they were referring to the organizer of the protest, a guy called Ergaton Abubakar. Ergaton Abubakar is an opposition political figure or an activist or something of the sort. It was my first time hearing about him. He's based in Holland. He's a Sierra Leonean, of course. He is the one who whipped up all this. I don't know what kind of platform he has, but he must have some kind of platform. Adebayo, right? Thank you. Ergaton Adebayo. I think that's his name. So Ergaton Adebayo is a Sierra Leonean activist politician who lives in Holland. And he's the one who called the protest. He's the one who mobilized the people. He's the one who got them to come out the way they came out. Now, you got to give him some respect, because to do that is not easy. You know, he didn't go to Sierra Leone. Right? He stayed in Holland and mobilized the people and got thousands of Sierra Leoneans across Freetown and other parts of the country to come out to protest. The only person in Liberia to have done this, to mobilize people to come out to protest in his absence, is none other but your humble servant, Henry Pedro Costa. You know, people often say, oh yeah, June 7th we made history. We did make history. But you know what's an even greater history for me? In my class on Saturday of last week, my professor asked us, what is your proudest moment in your line of work? And how did it make you feel? And I told him, the proudest moment in my line of work, my political act, my social justice and political advocacy, happened on October 3rd, 2019. That is the day that I did something that no Liberian has been able to do in living memory. That is the day I sat some 5,000 miles away in Wilmington, Delaware, in a tiny apartment where I used to live, and was inspired by God, none else but God, to call on Liberians to go there and to rescue Justina Taylor. That day, that was my most powerful moment. It was my proudest moment. And that day I literally cried. It was the first time I literally cried on this platform, like cry like a baby. That day. So when I heard that this guy, Ergoton Adebayo, stayed in Holland, mobilized Sierra Leoneans back home in Sierra Leone to get on the streets and did what unfortunately some of them did. People lost their lives, and I'm sure it was not his intent, but some people did lose their lives. And I'm saying to myself, this guy must be powerful. This guy must be powerful. They say he's popular. He's a big critic of the Sierra Leonean government. He stays in Holland. And I said, Ergoton Adebayo. Right now, I know the government hates his guts. They must hate him very, 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 very much. And Marabio is a much better president than George Weah. Sierra Leone is doing much, much better than Liberia. But Sierra Leoneans can get angry and come on the streets, and people can get killed.
Because of the condition they're in.
Because of the economic conditions.
Yeah.
So imagine if Liberians, if we were to call on Liberia right now, the government will get scared. And October the 3rd, 2019, was the day I felt the most powerful in my life. I'm going to tell you that. It's the day I felt the most powerful in my life. Liberians generally don't like to protest. Even when you are there to call on them, when you are at the front of the line, leading them. But for me to have called on them, inspired by God himself, to say, go to Catholic Hospital and do not leave. And how long the operation lasted? Over 6 hours.
Yeah.
That was the longest running edition of the Costa Show, 6 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah, speaking our dialect and all in Mandingo and other tribes.
Yes. We were speaking to the people and the people were moving. Tessie drivers were packing the Tessie and putting people inside and driving them free of charge. Bus drivers were putting people in the buses and driving them to Catholic Hospital.
And police officers call in and told us, say, tell your people not to be afraid. We know what's going on.
They brought the water truck.
He said the water truck we brought, hot water, cold water inside.
They brought the water truck, and we told our people, do not leave. And the people stayed. Some people were trying to climb the fence. They were trying to scale the wall, to climb the hospital fence, to get inside. I said, get down. We were watching it. I was coordinating and commandeering that whole OPS, right?
And you know, it all started on the main road. He said, okay, we gave the government like XYZ meetings to take the police from the Catholic hospital or X. I will ask my men to move from the main road to the Catholic hospital. And we sat on the show for like 10-15 minutes. They will say, okay, gentlemen.
Now, moving. I said, I wanted to talk. I did that. I said, wow. And the people were moving. That's the day Liberian people showed me true love. They showed me the kind of love never before I had experienced. Never before. Never before. It was powerful. It was extremely powerful. We shut down Cadillac, and we shut down Tottenham Boulevard for 6 hours, 30 minutes.
It was not our intention. We were just saving a sister. That's all.
We saved a life. Nobody got hurt. No car windshield was smashed. Nothing. We told our people to be peaceful. And they were peaceful. It was the proudest moment in my life to stay 4,550 miles away in Wilmington, Delaware, and call on our people to get on the streets. Over 1,000 people were on the streets. You know, one of the things that moved me the most when it was happening, people would be calling in, Henry Costa, you fought for us for years. You've risked your life for us. Now you ask us to step up and go and rescue somebody. We will do it for you. We will show you that we believe in you and that we appreciate you. I said, wow.
And all of a sudden, something caught my attention that day.
Huh. I will
People
never
just
forget that day on the day I died, October 3rd, 2019. Go ahead,
people just raise money that particular day right on the show and charter buses from Johnson Street and say, okay, just go to Johnson Street. That's okay, the big bus there.
Making people. my man, I was shocked. People brought buses. People were raising money to go carry buses. I saw it that day. That was the day the government was scared. John Weir government had never been more scared in their entire 5 years in power than that day. And what happened 1 week later, on October 10th? October 9th, actually. What happened on it? October 9th. They broke into our radio station and shut it down violently. And you know why they did that? The government said, if this guy can stay abroad and mobilize Liberian citizens, Liberians of all people who are timid, many of whom are cowardly, they're not brave people, to get on the streets to stage this thing until we made the government succumb. The government turned Justina Taylor over to the United Nations. We broke the wings of the government that day. The government said, hey, we'll keep the ball on radio. The ball will bring the government down. That's what they did. We didn't call on the people to go and
vandalize
property, to shut down or to attack anybody. No. We call on them to go and rescue a citizen who had been raped, abused, and who they were trying to arrest. Up to now, this government has not told us why they wanted to arrest Justina Taylor.
Nope.
What crime did Justina Taylor commit? They wanted to murder Justina Taylor.
Later
that was the intent of the government. Hear me well. They tried many times when I took Justina Taylor to Catholic Hospital. After they found out that Justina was not dead, they thought she had died. They thought they had killed her. But God intervened and Justina was rescued and we intercepted Justina. They tried to go to Catholic Hospital. They went there. They tried to have Justina Taylor transferred. You didn't take her to the hospital. Why didn't you want to have her transferred to JFK? Of all hospitals, they wanted to transfer her to JFK. Let me tell you something. When has the government started going to hospital and trying to transfer sick patients to JFK? When? They tried to transfer Justina, they could not. And so when they heard Justina was going to the embassy for a visa interview, they said, we must catch her and we must kill her. Today, Justina Taylor is in America. The God that is behind Justina Taylor is a very big God. They wanted to kill her.
Yeah, but what they came up with and they told the United Nations was that, we just wanted to protect her. We never wanted anything to happen.
That's what they said.
Yeah, we wanted to escort her to where she wanted to go.
Can you imagine? That's what the government told the United Nations. Because when they realized they were not winning, we had shut down the whole place for 6 hours plus. No traffic was moving. The people were gathering. The crowd was getting larger. Over 1,000 human beings were there. They fought. They used a water truck. We were evasive. We deployed all kinds of evasive strategies and tactics. It wasn't working. They finally said, well, we got to turn Justina Taylor over. Then the government said, the reason we came here was because we didn't come to arrest her. We only came to protect her. Who asked you to protect her? Where were you when she was raped by thugs that Jefferson Koji sent? Where were you? These guys. That's why today they are very, very scared that Justina Taylor is in the United States to testify against this government. Justina Taylor is in the United States today. I see my man Jethro Colette. Jethro Colette, I salute you, my brother. Jethro was one of the battlefront commanders that day. Jethro was one of the people on the phone with me. I was watching the whole thing on Facebook Live. Jethro on the phone with me, and Jethro then he will call me and ask me, my man, what do we do now? I said, okay, now take all the debris, rocks, anything you can find, put on the road, block the motor road, make sure
And our man Noah Zhao Gibson.
Noah Zhao Gibson. I mean,
what a deputy battlefront commander.
Yeah, Noah Zhao Gibson was a deputy battlefront commander. The man said, I can see already, so I'm not scared.
The man said, cause that for me, I can see. So when police men come here, what did they do?
Then I told my people, I said, okay. Somebody brought some cold water to the ground. I said, y'all get a police for cold water to drink. oh my God. It was something that day. It was something. It was an interesting thing. So back to Sierra Leone. You know, we had to mention that because what ours was peaceful. Nobody got killed on our own, right? No, nobody got killed. But the one that happened in Sierra Leone, I'm sure Egerton Adebayo, that very popular and influential Sierra Leone. I will get in touch with him. I will reach out to him. I'm sure he knows who I am. Egerton Adebayo, what he has done, it shows that the Sierra Leone government should be afraid of this guy. You know? But people lost their lives. And it's sad. When we were planning the protests and staging the protests, all the protests we staged, Wakai, I will go on my knees and say, Father God, please, Papa God, do not let anybody die. Do not let anybody die. Not on my watch. I don't want any blood on my hands. Indirectly. Please, God, don't let anybody get hurt. Please. I remember December 19 when I arrived in Liberia, and that whole Tottenham Boulevard at Vamuma House was blocked for many hours. There was a sick woman or sick guy who they were bringing from Cinco.
Yeah, it was a guy. It was a guy.
It was a guy, right?
Yeah.
And the crowd was there. There was the crowd. That whole place was blocked. And when I realized that, when I noticed that somebody was sick and they were trying to take him to the hospital, and the car could not drive through, I asked the people to let the sick person go through, and we put them on a motorbike, I believe, or we put them in one of our vehicles or something, and had them driven to the hospital because no vehicle could pass through the crowd. Because I said to myself, I'm not going to let some sick person who needs to go to the hospital die because of me, whether indirectly. I may not be directly responsible because the government is the one that's blocking us from passing, but still, I'm not going to let that happen. And we let that sick person go through the crowd. And they went to the hospital and got medical treatment. And I hope they lived. So I'll tell you this. That was my biggest prayer to God. Father God, please don't let anybody die here because of me. I am not more important than these people. We didn't call on them to come out to lose their lives or to get hurt. No, that's not why. Their lives are just as important as mine. Mine is not any more important than their lives. That's how I feel. I don't believe that I'm more important than anybody. I may just have a special calling. I may just have a special grace, but I am not more important than anybody else. And so I'm not gonna knowingly, when I can do something about it, see somebody die. But in a crowd of thousands, then I just leave it to God. I said, God, please, that was my prayer before I left my house that day to go to the protest ground to help lead thousands of Liberians into history, to march into history. That was my prayer to God. God, here we go. Please don't let anybody die because of me, because of what we've done. Because tomorrow they will say, who called the protest? Henry Costa. Who sent people to Cali Hospital? Henry Costa. And forever and ever. But you see, when God is with you, God will take charge. he will take over from you when he is with you. And God has done that. All the occasions to bring thousands of people out onto the streets, and not a single incident of violence occurred provoked by us, except we were attacked, but not a single incident of violence we caused. Is an amazing thing. It shows that God is with us. To our brothers and sisters in Sierra Leone, you are in my prayers and my thoughts. As I've said, I hold affinity to the people of Sierra Leone. I pray that peace will be restored. I pray that the government will listen to the people, will address the issues that the people have, so that people will not have to lose their lives again when people come out to protest. Because people will always protest. People must be allowed to protest, but people must not lose their lives. People must never lose their lives because of a protest, Bwakai. That is what I feel. That's what I think.
All right. So we go to the phone line, take some calls, but we'll start out with Masua Kemoya and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We're still looking at them. So, folks, wherever you are, however you're listening, call us on 0770-102-102, 0886-010-383, 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. Heren Pedro Costa, Boakai Amara Kamara. We are here today's edition of the Costa Morning Show, 11:24 a.m. here in Liberia. So join us now. Call in and be a part of the discussion. 0770-102-102, 0886-010-383, 0555-102-102, and the WhatsApp number once again is +231 888 624171. Let's take this first caller here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Costa.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
My name is Andrew Kessary. I'm from Fort Smith, Division number 4.
Welcome,
I'm
Andrew.
one of your regular followers from the time you're on the radio. I think I don't call one time. This is my second time calling. But one thing, I'm not hearing you about your election, and are you the one who follow you? I don't know how the senatorial election will be. Because you were hoping to tell for this coming 2023 also Rallo.
All right, we'll see about that. The mail talk on it 0770-102-102, 886-010-383, 555-102-102. Let's take this one here quickly. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka. And let me say good morning to my distinguished people and Pedro Costa.
Your name, where you joining us from? 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you, Baka. This is Stable Sherry Costa. If you remember.
Oh, God, thank you. I'm sorry about that. You just left the line coming up and you will be live. Let's take this other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Baka.
Your name, where you joining us from?
Let me say good morning to Costa. This is Justin Gwingba, and I'm joining from the Round of Yahweh. I vividly recall that particular moment, and I was part of it. I was right before the Liberty Party who headquartered at Cali Junction. And what you said is true. There were some professional police guys. We were somewhere and right in front of the Liberty Party headquarters, and there were a group of guys who came with rock and stick. The guy said, no, this is what we don't want. You throw the stick and the rock, you pull it down, and you proceed peacefully to where you want to proceed so as to have your quest, and so that people can know what they intend, the true nature of it. But it was irritating, Costa. This girl was victimized already. She was raped multiple times. She was sitting in wheelchair. I also interacted with Jessina to the party that I used it. She and myself worked along during the 2019 campaign of Leone, Senator Leone. So I myself too went to the police station to visit her, but at a point, I saw a police officer sitting in the need of protecting her. And that how some of us view it in a manner and form. But there is a lady who has been victimized, but the government particular focus was not to arrest the perpetrator. But they were so particular about the Jessina Taylor in the way that it appeared, and so it irritated many of us. So when you made that call, we said, no, this is absolute nonsense. You can't overlay do, you yet to even put or arrest one of the perpetrators that victimized the lady. Rape, abuse, you have not done that, but you're so particular about it, yeah? No, it's unacceptable. So that's how some of us decided to go and listen to your call. And indeed, it was a very good atmosphere. It was not like the way the one that happened in Sierra Leone. So the Liberian people are very peaceful people.
Thank you so much. Let's take another person from the WhatsApp number. Our brother Peter. Good morning. 1 minute. Oh, Peter.
Thank you this morning.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, thank you, brother. I want to say good morning to the folks listening. My concern has to do with the issue of the voter education. I remember hearing saying one time on the platform that the biggest protest you ever had, it would be how to educate the voters. And the only way we can express our difference with the government that we're having now is to cast our vote. That's the only thing. So I'm trying to.
Okay, Peter, your message already across. Let's take this person. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning, Baka. My name is Romeo, and I call from Costa Show.
Welcome, Romeo. 1 minute.
I just want to speak on a few things. First, the issue you're talking about, the welfare school. Baka, we have to be very careful. We appreciate students studying in class. I'm a classroom teacher myself. There are a lot of schools in this town that have library, they have laboratories, science lab, well functional. You cannot have students passing at 8%. It's not possible. Now, if they claim a vast thing that those students make those pass, what is the qualification of their teachers? What preparation was made? People have to go there and test those students. Only that. Without coming to the conclusion that yes, the students did exactly what they said they did. Until then, remember the guy at the Freeport comes from Rivers S.
Okay.
He's running for representative over there. Something must have gone wrong. It's not possible. Believe me, it's not possible.
Thank you so much. It's not possible. Let's take this other person on the line this morning. 0770 102 102 555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624 Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, good morning, Bongai. And good morning to my best friend, Aaron Pedro Costa.
What's your name?
This is the voice of Usman Mbiriki. I'm calling you from Amagati in district number 2.
Okay, Usman, welcome.
Yeah, I listened to, my good friend Costa. One of the memory day, like you rightly said, for me, in December when he came for that protest, we went to Brookings University. What happened when the police came and dispersed us, violently? I think that is one of the days I can still remember when we escaped the Costa. We passed through and got to Central Morovia. It's a memory day for me. I have a video on that. So that's a day I can remember. Like you rightly said, Costa, you have been on the advocacy, for many years, and also you have been advocating for Liberian. Do you think when it comes for some of us to come in the street, cannot come? There's a reason why we said that when Costa was calling on us to come on street to protest, we are prepared to do it because he was at the forefront.
Okay.
Like you rightly said, the June 7, we saw what happened, the massive turnout. And this government was just after Costa because he was standing for the ordinary people.
Okay, thank you so much. Since the last time Costa, the president asked Omer Juguju Bichwase Dungafle Mazio Kumia to investigate that passport saga, and he said he are going to do it in 1 week.
Yeah, okay, where is the report?
Today, the man giving report since the president asking. He's not giving the report at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism. Today, since that time, they asked the man to investigate. The guy is incompetent, and I don't know our president keep this particular incompetent man like can't do his job to such position. They make him travel. They make him do his job on time. The man is making confusion with all of his staff there at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then he still keeps such an individual. I don't know whether that juju the man play on him. Because he said, Maswa came here, Melesin Bene. You see that he trouser there? He can be wearing, so he can be inside. I think he gets sick.
Let's take some more calls there, boy guy. I saw a story here with the Joel Howard Taylor and Joel Howard Taylor and let me see the story. But go ahead, take some calls. We're supposed to take our COP Europe people here this morning. They're having their convention.
Good morning.
Soon.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, where joining us from?
My name is John Tano Jr. and I'm calling from Rhode Island. That medical Arthur Johnson, he go represent a guy who almost killed that labor. And our hero was telling you the last time Arthur Johnson, man, he go for the money. So they play the money air, that where he will go and represent somebody. Jefferson could finish paying and he go represent that border. And that made that crook. But somebody was telling me, say, but any man represent that Costa. I said that lie. That crook would not represent Costa in anything. So I wanted to ask hero that true, that crook represented you too.
They thought the man representing Costa, but I thought the man not John CDC. Say the man say you are going to
Arthur Johnson
want to asset recovery.
Arthur Johnson used to be my lawyer one time, but he didn't finish the case. Arthur Johnson was my lawyer, but I pay Arthur Johnson. Arthur Johnson not representing me free. Of all the lawyers that work for me, Arthur Johnson was my lawyer before, but I pay him. It was not free. Arthur Johnson, when this was in 2015, when Ellen Johnson said leave, they were Ellen time, they're not weird time. When Ellen Johnson said leave, government said that they say I violated curfew. And they arrested me and took me to jail. Serena Silva was my lawyer then, but he was just dancing around, couldn't get the job done. We needed to get to file a writ of habeas corpus. Habeas corpus was the writ that we needed to file. And they writ of habeas corpus because there was a state of emergency during the Ebola time, 2015. So during that time, we needed a rate of habeas corpus filed because it's the only rate that, even in the Constitution, is the most powerful rate. So in the state of emergency, that rate is still in effect. So Arthur Johnson filed a rate of habeas corpus. I remember we paid Arthur Johnson, I think $1,500 US to file that rate. So Arthur Johnson only did one thing for me. He filed a rate of habeas corpus. And it was based on that rate that the police were forced to release me after keeping me in jail for over 48 hours. Yeah. So that is what happened here. Arthur Johnson was only my lawyer in that particular instant. We paid him $1,500 US to file a rate of habeas corpus to get me out of jail. Other than that, Arthur Johnson has never served me legally any other time.
Let's take this particular person on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning. How you doing, Baka? This is Jerry. I'm calling from Worcester, Mass.
Welcome, Jerry.
Yeah, I want to use this media to appreciate my people in Riverside, bravo to our country. Let me show you the secret. Make our people pass the wars. All our brother and sister, some of all are at the UNU, some of all are at State University. When we graduate there, they taught them why to go back home to teach our people that one of the secret there. No medicine we play. No medicine, that's the secret there.
When you coming back home too?
Oh, brother, we are here. We in contact with our people. Some of us, we are using our personal money to pay our people back home. We encouraging them to go and teach our brother and sister.
I know,
so anytime I go back home and volunteer myself to teach the people. Anytime I go back home, I usually teach them.
Okay, so, thank you. I just put in your leg, bro. So let's take somebody from
down here. So that their strategy. Okay, fine. Thank you. Let's take some more calls then.
Good morning, brother.
And
good morning to the ever-potent chairman of the Council of Picture, Chairman Henry Pedro Costa.
Morning.
The name is Musa El Keita, and I do join you from addition number 2 resident, member of the Council of Picture Youth Wing.
Go ahead.
The issue of Sierra Leone, I listened to the vice president yesterday when he spoke to the issue. He sounded no different from George Weah and Jefferson Koji. who play with the power of the people whenever they post step up in petitioning national government. And as long as our African president continue to play with the power of the people, these are things that will continue to experience. Our prayers are with the people of Sierra Leone, but we hope this also serve as lesson to our government to take the people affairs serious. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take somebody from the WhatsApp line.
Do you think the government Liberia is afraid because of what happened in Sierra Leone, Boga?
I don't think so.
Don't say so.
Joey, I'm going to run to the barrier. Good morning.
Hello, Boakai. Hello, Costa. I'm glad to be on the line again. I'm calling from Australia. My name is Double Collie. I want to appreciate you guys again for the program. And, it's good that people can reference the leader, Henry Costa, regarding how he, took the authority and instructed people to go and free someone, Justin Taylor. It's good that people are referencing him regarding the Sierra Leone incident as well. It's good. And I want to advise, what's his name? Josh Weird again. He has to be very careful because these local news, our neighboring country going through such conflict or radical situations, it could be translated into Liberia as well.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take this other person. Good morning.
If it can happen in Sierra Leone, it can happen in Liberia. My man, the situation in Liberia, what's the situation in Sierra Leone, bro?
Good morning. Anywhere joining us from?
Thank you. This is Emmanuel, and I'm calling from UN Drive. Let me comment you our Euro this morning. And I've been struggling to get contact with him this long. Maybe I've been difficult, but I've commend him and thank you too. Look, the power of people don't overlook. Our Euro can remember this 7 what we say. And he can remember what we say too. And the protest after June 7th, the protest that was organized that day, but that was so unfortunately, and I was looking at the national holiday too. He organized 3 days of protests, 2 were here, the other one was canceled. And he went. So I don't know why he even waste the time for some people. Let me say something to him today. And he that made Coca Rubber to be Coca Rubber. Because we need Coca Rubber before Coca Rubber got connected to him, and after he was speaking people's cars.
Okay.
But when he get connected to our Euro, he starts getting contacted to important people.
Okay.
He not get open for Coca Rubber. So don't never mention Coca Rubber and he say your show. We know Coca Rubber is so low.
But you mention you, they're not the hero mention you like you.
Let's take DJ Lomé on this line. DJ Lomé, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Georgie.
Good morning, DJ Lomé.
Our leader, thank you very much. Thank you, our leader, Costa. Look, let me say this to the Liberian people. Yesterday, if you follow the news online from Sierra Leone, Liberian were mentioned in it. The people are seeing despite Manabio is building road, building infrastructure and things, but they are hungry. They need jobs. So Liberia is not far from it.
Yeah.
These are some of the things we're seeing. And what were the mass failure in the exam? Costa, when the professor started, the government used to pay teachers every start of the classes. But the people didn't able to maintain the people. So the students are not going for that class, that start of the class again. So that won't drop most of the failure in the exam. So I think the government got to come back to that function and see how best to pay the teacher to be teaching our children on Saturday. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. DJ. Yeah.
Hold on there. Let me just ask him what DJ Lomé said. You see the thing in Sierra Leone, Marabio is doing a much better job than Jawia. In fact, there's just no way you can compare Marabio with Jawia. It's just not possible. But you see, Marabio, but the economy is bad. There's progress in Sierra Leone. You can see the progress. He's making strident efforts, but the economy is bad. People are hungry. Hungry man is not your friend.
No.
A hungry man is not your friend. So they need to find a way to address the issue of employment or jobs, to create jobs. So the hardship is plenty. It's too much. That is the problem. Like, remember, we're suffering bad way, but we're used to the suffering now.
We're going to get adjusted to something, Costa.
Like, remember, they're all right. They ain't really care. You know, yeah, we're suffering. Yeah, no problem. Sierra Leoneans, they say, look, they hardship too much. What happened yesterday in Sierra Leone is scary. It's scary. And I know Joey are not scared. Let's take some calls.
That is Noah Gibson on the line. The Deputy Battlefront Commander, good morning, welcome.
Good morning. I just love that title. My president. You know, let me first of all tell the public that there's this rumor going around that some of us will receive pets from Costa or one of you. And I think those of you that are spreading that rumor, you're wasting your time. If this is why you want to, or you want to, it's not happening because some of our president elected, they didn't just overnight. We saw Costa before you. And later on, we got convened, and some of those very things we used to be saying that we used to get angry for, it became a reality. So our support to him remain very unwavering and bending, not in the words of some people only unwavering and bending. I mean real unwavering and bending, because I want to call them in here and make them popular on our show. Now, having said this, Costa, the true reason for which the master thing not about people not a teacher not attending. So we are a liar. Don't we have to he's saying what thing? And I'm saying it. Now, you know, if he's that's not bad or what. No, so they gotta do mass area so they can collect more money to pay and us to settle our international battle of why people they ban Liberia. Where they as a clear in Costa. It's not about people not attending Saturday classes. Okay? You're not paying the one fee. You laugh. And let me conclude on this one. The economy, look, the global crisis did not start today. That's what I don't see people to use as an excuse. They didn't start in 2008. You remember the American economy was in recession 2008. They think he 2011, the Arab Spring, that brought Hussein Mubarak down, that brought Green Ben Abadi of Tunisia. When I, university students said in fact, visit. So the thing is Saturday. Where people, thank you.
All right. We have a very bad landed this morning, Noah.
All right, Noah, thank you very much for your contribution. It looks like our COP Europe people aren't coming on this morning, but let's keep taking calls at Boga. We've got 15 more minutes to go. Maxwell Kimaya is currently supposedly making his report on the investigation into the passport saga. They're trying to investigate how what's the guy's name?
Sheikh Bashiru.
Sheikh Bashiru came in possession of a diplomatic passport. And yeah, so that investigation was supposed to have been done within 1 week, but it took how long? It took months.
Yeah,
I think 2 or 3 months. And it is only today that Kimaya is there making his report as we speak. In fact, they asked him. He didn't give the report, but he asked for next month.
Again?
Yes. Yeah. Kimaya just said, yeah. Kimaya didn't present the report. He went and said they should get him on the next month. My man, Kimaya just told the media to give him until next month.
Again?
He wants 1 more month. Then guess what? He ran out of the press conference. He ran away. Kimaya is saying they should give him another 1 month to conclude the investigation. There you go. Let's take a phone call. There you go. Kimaya ran away.
Let's take this person. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning, Bosside. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Good morning to the leader, Henry Peter Costa. My name is Sheikh Abdullah Kane, and I join you from Cardwell.
Welcome, Sheikh.
To what happened, to the Sierra Leone yesterday, some of us are not in support of that. But certain reasons can make people rise up against you. That's what happens to Madam Pio yesterday. You see, for me, I'm not a supporter of George Weah. You get what I'm saying? 100% I'm not a supporter of George Weah. I voted for him from the beginning, but in 8 months' time, I decided to forget about George Weah because he's not governing the country well. So now, when it comes to certain reasons, like number one, I would say George Weah is little better than Maradio. What do I mean by that? If it comes to the living condition in a country, what the citizen love in your country, that's what it's supposed to be doing. Number one, the feeding, the gasoline, transportation fare. These are some of the things I'm talking about. Like if you go to Sierra Leone now, you ask for 1 bag of rice. The big there, if you ask for it, you know what I will tell you? It's 500,000. That equivalent to 50 USD. It's taking it 1 to 1.
All right.
50 USD.
How much is it in Liberian dollar? I mean, in Liberian.
Yeah, you have to conclude quickly. And so, how much you think the 50
No,
kg?
no. Let me come now. Let me tell you something. The bag of cement in Sierra Leone currently, a bag of cement is 130,000 views. That is 2,600. You know, if you're doing some of these things, people will rise up against you, bro. Let's be realistic.
All right. Thank you. Let's take.
Okay, so his issue is, look, let me tell you something. You cannot dismiss the concerns of the people of Sierra Leone who got on the streets. They are hurting. They are hungry. I heard Maradio and how to address them. All right, we have our folks on this morning, our COP Europe chapter. I think this is the first time we're having them on the show, which is a beautiful thing. We have the chairlady herself, chairlady Frances Power, and we have brother Isaac Weatherspoon on as well. Isaac Weatherspoon is, I think, the Secretary General of the COP Europe chapter. So we want to say good morning to you. They're having their convention coming up very soon, and so they want to talk about it. It's very interesting. I can't wait to go to Europe to visit with them. Chairlady Frances Power, good morning and welcome.
Good afternoon, Henry, and hello, brother. Yeah. Hello to our many listeners. Our purpose for coming on the show this morning is to talk about our convention, which will be taking place here in Norway, in Moss, just a community here in Norway called Moss. And the program will be for 2 days, actually, from the 26th of August on Friday to the 28th of August, which will be on Saturday, and Sunday will be the departure. Everybody will be going to their separate ways. I don't know if Isaac wants to elaborate a little bit on that.
Sure.
And then I can continue.
Sure. Let's go to brother Isaac Weatherspoon. Isaac, tell us about the convention, the itinerary, what to expect, where delegates coming from, the different countries, and all that kind of stuff.
Hello, Karen, and hello to Boaka in studio. Yeah, we are all excited about this convention because since we formed the COP Europe chapter, we've been communicating only online. All our meetings have been online, so this will be a great opportunity to meet other members of COP for the first time in person. So currently we are expecting guests to come from Finland, where I am, and from Sweden, then of course Norway and Germany. We hope to also get some COP members from Belgium and the Netherlands also.
Wow.
For France, yes, we could also get some COP members coming from France, hopefully.
That is beautiful. This would be the first in-person gathering of COP Europe. Impressive. Yeah. So the convention you are having, tell us about it. What are the core activities, the key activities that will be taking place there? Are you going to be having election for positions, or it's going to be, what should we expect?
Yes. Yeah, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so far since the
you can say something about that, then we'll go to the chair.
Yes.
Yeah, so far, since the formation of COP Europe chapter, all positions have been sort of like acting position because we wanted to get the entity registered and boring. So all positions are acting. So at the convention will be the first official election where the leaders of COP Europe chapter will be elected. So there will be an election for almost all positions.
That's very, very good. Let's come to the chair lady. Madam Chair, so this is very good. I just want to commend you all. And COP Europe has been one of our most vibrant chapters. They've done a lot of good work in Liberia. During the coronavirus crisis. They've also helped with education. I remember the back to school program. They bought chairs and armchairs and donated backpacks and a whole number of things COP Europe has been involved with. Just impressive. But Madam Chair, let's come to you. I mean, you all must be excited, looking forward to this. And by the way, testimony is joining us. You all must be very excited and looking forward to this, right? Tell us about it.
Definitely, Henry. You know, we have been expecting you for quite a while now, so we are all excited to have you here. And the public, I want the public to know that everyone is invited. The whole world, and especially those living in Europe. It's going to be great. From the 26th, there will be a meet and greet. And then I think Ebony can talk a little bit more on that because she's the spokesperson. Actually, I have been a little bit away from our meetings and stuff because I was on break and I just came back.
Okay.
So Isaac and Ebony can, elaborate a little bit more on that, and then I will.
Thank you very much.
What I have to say later.
So Ebony, testimony, Doga.
Okay.
Is the spokesperson and testimony. Kind of do us a favor. Could you lower the device that you're listening to because we're getting the feedback. So can you lower a little bit, please?
Me?
Yeah, just lower your device like you're monitoring us from.
Yeah, the device you're monitoring us from. We can hear it playing back. Or we can hear the delayed effect. Yeah, it's playing back.
Okay, I'm good now.
Yeah,
Perfect.
good.
Perfect. So yeah, let's talk about the convention, man. I mean, and it's good to have you on the show, by the way, for the first time.
Yeah, thank you, Henry. And good afternoon to Boyka, and good afternoon to our listening audience out there. My name is Loretta Ebony Testimony Doga. I'm the spokesperson for Europe chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we're going to have our convention. They're coming 26th of August to the 28th, and there will be a lot of activities, which of course that is the first convention ever, and that is so exciting. Looking forward to seeing a lot of members of COP Euro chapter and from other part of the Europe. And when it comes to our activity, we'll be first on Friday, we'll be having our meet and greet. That will just be only for the members. It will be our first time meeting in person. And then Saturday, we'll have from the morning hour, it will be like our lunch, our breakfast. After our breakfast, we will be going through our tackling of names. And then we will be having the election. After the election, then we will be having we call it the inauguration ball, where we'll be putting our officials into office, and then after we'll be taking all the red carpet, where we'll be doing the remaining, that is the history of the convention. So there will be a lot of good things happening, getting to know one another after all the years talking to one another on the phone, through the internet. You're going to meet people. People will be coming, like I said earlier on, people will be coming from every part of Europe. We're even thinking that we could get people from the US or from Liberia. But things didn't work out that way. But as far as we are concerned, the convention will be exciting. And we just hope that we can get more people that don't know about COP Euro chapter.
So join you guys. Yes.
You can just use that opportunity to get us connected with some of the people that don't know about COP Europe chapter. Will be well happy and welcome them. So that will be the happening for.
Thank you, testimony. Thank you very, very much. Now, some people would be asking, this convention is taking place and they would like to get in touch. How can they get in touch with you guys? Let's say other people, like the cheerleaders, say other people in Europe. Like I'm reading some of the comments here. People are saying, "Oh, I'm in this part of Europe. How can I become a member? How can I attend?" and stuff like that. Do you want to provide any contact information or testimony or Madam Chair?
Yeah, as for the contact, because you know our president, our cheerleader was away for some time. So when it comes to contact, it's a little bit difficult. But for now, you can still get in contact with her. You can get in contact with Isaac. You can get in contact with our vice chair. If you knows me, you can get in contact with me. I mean, we have our page out there, our Facebook page. You can just type COP Euro chapter and you can get in contact with any one of us.
That's good. COP Europe chapter. Just type it in and you can get in touch with them. Isaac, you want to chime in that before we go to the cheerleader?
Yeah, and then in addition to that, I think I will also use this opportunity to launch a plea for COP to use their website to at least include a link to our chapter, because now we are fully registered, at least with some basic information that in future people can use that to get us. We do have a WhatsApp number, but the best way to contact us right now will be like through the Facebook page. And we have our email address also, which is copeu.chapter@gmail.com. So if you want to get in contact with us, you can send an email and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
All right, great. Very, very much. I will let my man Aaron know that we need to add COP Europe chapter to the website. We need to do that. We need to not just COP Europe, but the other chapters as well. Okay.
Yeah, just wanted to ask, the issue about expectation. You guys are hosting a program, and people are busy from here, there, so will not have the time. What you guys' expectation? The turnout? Do you see a huge turnout on a particular day?
Yeah, I can answer to that. You are right, because also here in Europe is the end of the summer, so even some of our members are working. We will keep the expectation very high. Hope that most people will take up their time to attend. But at the same time, this is our first convention, so whatever it is, we believe that we will just lay the groundwork for future conventions.
Okay.
So let me just I just want to take this time to explain, if not many, but I think most of us know what the COP stands for. In case you come to the convention, you will get more information. But I just want to talk a little bit about the COP, Council of Patriots. This is about people, group of people coming together to give back to their country. Those that love their country, those that want the right things to be done in a country, to make sure that our government do the right thing for everybody. As we all know, Henry is always on his show, helping people, helping individuals, helping communities. And this is what the COP is about. There are some of us who don't have a lot of money to give back. So coming together, we do little contributions. If you give your $1 or $2, again, at the end of the day, you get $300-400, and you can be able to give back to the community. So that is what the COP is about. We help our country and help our people. So, but when you come to the convention, you get more information about what the COP is about. This is the reason why it's very important that as a patriotic Liberian, if you love your country, you love Liberia, you love your people, you will join us and you will be part of this organization. This is a great organization. You know, this is about Liberia. You know, there was a time back, I think during the June 7th protest or whatsoever, there were some, you know, naysayers who assumed that the COP was about, you know, bringing George Weah's government down, or it's only about protesting. No, they are wrong. It's not only about protesting. It's about, you know, loving your country and giving back to your country and loving your people. So we are asking everybody, asking the public to please join us, come to our convention and be a part of the COP. Thank you.
Awesome.
Henry, can I please make a little comment on what Cheerleader just said?
Sure.
And I just want the public to know that COP is not about Henry Costa. COP is about Mama Liberia. Henry Costa just the front liner for COP, but he is not about Henry Costa. So if you love Liberia and you think that what COP stands for is good, you can join the fight. COP not about Henry Costa. Henry Costa just one individual. He alone cannot do all. We all join Henry Costa in this fight because we believe in Mama Liberia. And we know what he's doing was the right thing. That's why we join this struggle. So people shouldn't think that it's Henry Costa thing that we are running. It's not Henry Costa thing.
Well, they should know that they should go to a COP executive meeting and see whether the Henry Costa are running COP. the way they can get held there. But folks, I just want to say, I see Mr. George. He might say, Henry, I will surely be part of that occasion in Norway. I will be taking a vacation in a week's time. That's fantastic.
Great.
He lives in France. Isaac, you want to say something?
Yeah, as the chair Lily and testimony said, one of the things that we want to concentrate on after our convention is information dissemination. We in Europe or in the diaspora, we have access to information and knowledge that if we play our part right, many of our brothers back home can benefit from it. So we will also be looking into that. Our vice chair, Arvin Kopa, he have already been contacting the European Union for different kind of opportunities. So we will work in line with that. And it is our hope that we will use the COP Europe chapter to even get a scholarship for students to come and study within the EU. So it is not about
that's very good. That's very good. So basically sourcing opportunities and identifying people back home that can benefit from these opportunities. That's good.
Exactly.
That is impressive.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have all these opportunities in Europe. I mean, you guys live in the best part of the world. Norway is the best country on earth. Guys, Finland, Norway, Sweden, the whole of
Scandinavia.
The whole of Scandinavia. We in America was something.
and Henry, we're going to send our flyers to you, so you please, whenever you on your show, and please do the publicity for us.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely.
Because we need to take at least 3 calls from folks in Europe because they've been calling me here.
Yeah, let the Europe chapter people call. Exclusively Europe chapter people.
Yeah, the Europe chapter. You can call me on the WhatsApp for only those in Europe.
Yeah, call the numbers, Baga. Let me put a number right here so they can call. Just the people in Europe.
The people in Europe can call me on +231 888 624171.
I will put it. I will paste the number at the bottom. I see the people want to call. I see my man. Okay, that is the number right there at the bottom of the page. You may call and you want to chime in. We have Cheerleader Francis Power. We have SG Isaac Weatherspoon, and we have the spokesperson and the convention committee. Who's the convention committee chair?
That's the money.
Okay, good. So what Julie Rambo say? Where does Julie Rambo live? Is she living somewhere there in Europe?
I think she's in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken.
The way she's talking here, tell her she won't come to the convention.
She's welcome.
Good. Julie K. Rambo, you are welcome to go to the COP convention.
It's for all Liberians. Once you're a patriotic Liberian, you are welcome.
Yeah, but you guys say muya muya now.
Yeah, because this question going to the Europe chapter, you know, a lot of people back home just feels Nanako because Henry Costa is supporting or her hoping is support declare support for uh Ambassador Joseph Boakai. So it's the entire COP that is supporting uh a bit of Joseph Boakai. So are you guys receiving such message? Have people been reaching out? Oh, your chairman supporting Joseph Boakai, so you're going to Joseph Boakai way? Because there should be an organization from people that supporting various political parties coming together to fight a better good for Liberia. So are you guys been receiving such message from people?
Of course,
Yeah,
The thing is that
You can go one at a time. Let's begin with a chair. We'll go to sister testimony, then we'll come to the gentleman Isaac.
yes. I said even during our meetings, you know, we have a lot of times to discuss. We don't discuss political issues in our meetings or in our chat room because we are from different political backgrounds. Thank God I'm neutral. I'm not affiliated with any political party or whatsoever, but you know, I'm on the side of my Henry, and I support the COP. That's all. But we have people from different political backgrounds too in our group.
And that's what COP is about. People.
That's what COP is about.
Yeah, we are not a partisan organization. So let's go to sister testimony. How she responds to that. See why I call
yes, the question.
Testimony can draw back. She can deal with me.
The question Boakai asked, that's a good question, and I think we need to do a lot of talking about this because people trying to misconstrue the whole thing here. We facing a lot of problems even when we contacted some people to be our guest speaker. They having issue with that they are not political. They're not in politics because they found out that Henry is not on their side. But whenever Henry is on their side, then it's good. But when Henry go against them, so we're making them to understand, and we keep making them to understand that this has nothing to do with Henry. Henry is an individual. Henry was even on that show before he came up with this COP. So when Henry on that show, whatsoever he does on his show is on him. It's not on the COP. I get right to choose who I want to follow. Not because Henry follow Joe Boakai, so I should follow Joe Boakai. And people that's the mindset of Liberian people. We are so naive in thinking. They just look at the awesome part of the thing and just assume. We're going to assume for people to see that the whole COP is for Joe Boakai. And we need to keep reminding them here so they get to know. Not only Joe Boakai, not only people from the Unity Party in the COP. We get ANC with us. We get cassette people with us. There are different people with us. But some of them feeling offended because Costa is not on their side. And Costa is an individual. He decides where to go. Where Costa goes, it has nothing to do with COP. So people need to get this straight. And I think Costa himself needs to do some clarity on his show. Because this has just with the COP.
I say that all the time. COP, I'm just a member of COP. I may be the chairman, yes, but I'm just a member. So I have my right to my side. Everybody has the right to their side. I always come and defend people who believe that everybody should be on one side. No, it shouldn't be that way. We also have our side. People should have their freedom of thought and their freedom to associate as they please. Brother, what is more?
Yeah, sure. As for me, for example, I affiliate with the ANC and I'm the secretary of. And we don't have any problem with that because we don't really discuss like politics. Our goal is what is good for Liberia. Like for example, when Senator Leone was running, we felt that was something good for Liberia, and we all gathered around and gave the support that was needed. So I think that's the objective of COP, that people should be able to look beyond the political line when the time calls for it. You know, members of COP are free to affiliate with whatever political party they wish. They can have their own political ideology. But once you are a member of the COP, we try to maintain the ideology of the COP.
True. That's what we do. COP for us who are COP members and officials. Our loyalty to the COP is greater than our loyalty to a political candidate or political party because COP is all about the country first. You see that? It's all about the country.
Yeah, definitely.
So, political party, we got interest, yes, but first and foremost, we focus on what we can do and how we can help the country. And that's what we've been doing. COP has done a lot. The other day, we raised a lot of money. We took some money from our coffers. We raised some money. We brought some of our sisters back from Oman. You know, something we begged the government to try to do. They didn't do it. I can't name one political party that I ever paid for anybody to come from Oman. Can you name one to me? No. But we did it as COP. We do things that the government people can't even do. You know, people come to us, Teach for Liberia is a group training teachers and placing them in a classroom. They needed us to fundraise for them. We raised 10,000 US for them. People come to us for different things. We help. The students in Ukraine, the Liberian students studying in Ukraine who were stranded. Did they go to any political party to help them? No. They came to us. We raised almost $12,000 for the students in Ukraine who were scattered across Europe. So what we do, the government, the political parties don't even do it. Political party only say, I will say, give me power. That's it. We in the COP, we're there to help the people and the country and to advocate for the things that matter. What do we do with when this Bogger attack? Christopher Civilly, I'm sorry, Bogger, you're coming. Christopher Civilly got brutalized. What did COP do? The first medical bill, the first financial contribution came from COP, $300 US to help with the medical expenses. These are things we do. We don't only criticize or we help. We help the people. What guy?
Let's take somebody from good morning.
Yeah, let's take some people. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, Papa. Good morning to Costa. I'm Miss Carmen Roberts from Germany, calling from Germany. I want to know how can I become a member? Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hello?
We will send, y'all got to provide a number that we can give to these people so they can contact you. Or the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll provide a Facebook page.
They can just go to the COP Europe chapter page.
COP Europe chapter Facebook page. Yeah. Just, you know what you do? Send me the link. Let me just post the link here so they can get it. Just copy the link of the page and send it to me. Baga, you got another caller?
Not yet, but we say anticipate your calls +231 888 62417 coming up. Those in Europe, probably those in America who want to form part of the trip that they want to go for the convention.
No, they're not going for no convention. Let only Europe people go.
Oh, Costa, but when they want to go, they want to go watch the
process. When the people want to let them come, don't
that's different thing you're talking about. Me, I just want the Euro people, let the Euro people be the one to call because this is all about the Euro people.
Yep, so the phone lines are open +231 888 6247171. You will be live on the Costa Show this morning. Those in Europe there can follow the discussion.
Yeah, so we'll just come back to close up. Our time is up. We want to thank you all. We want to thank you for sending us pictures. Send me the link when you guys are live so we can. I will share the link when whoever will be going live from there. Send me the link. I will share it on my page so people can watch. Keep updating me with pictures. All of you, you know, you got my WhatsApp, and then we will post those pictures so people know, see what's happening there. When you all having fun doing the grand march and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go around and testimony laughing. I love the grand march. You can't have jolly with all grand march. Okay, we'll start with testimony. We'll go to Brother Weatherspoon, then we'll close up with the cheerleading. Testimony, your partner comments, please.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me on the show. I'm highly appreciated. And I want all my people in Europe to, this is a roll call. Let them find a way to Norway. The 2 weeks from now, Norway will be very, very interesting. We'll be locking down. COP on the map, COP on the go. COP is strong. Let them come and join COP, join the movement. The movement is not about one person, it's about Mama Liberia. And if you love your country, you have to stand up for your country. So all road leads to Norway on the 26th of August.
All right, brother, what else? And they said it's called Moss, right? MOSS, I believe. That's how it's
Yeah, MOSS.
They said it of Moss. Good.
Yeah.
Brother, what else more? Let's come to you.
Yeah, you see, Costa, we look at our country. I was in Liberia for almost 2 years. I came back not too long ago, and there is so much to be done in Liberia. And unfortunately, we cannot depend only on the government alone to solve all of our problems. We, Liberian, home and abroad, it is time that we come together and copy ideas that we see outside of Liberia to bring it back home to help build the country. And we can only do that when we are well organized. So COP might be a starting point for something great to come for Liberia. We are seeing that happening in other countries. Even here in Europe, it was European immigrants that left during the Great Depression that came back and started building Europe. So we don't know where the development of Liberia can start from tomorrow. And I want to believe that COP is a force to reckon with when it comes to the development of Liberia. So all Liberians in Europe, let us come together. Let us put aside our personal differences and see how best we can help in building Liberia.
Thank you very much, brother Weatherspoon. Let's go now to the chair, Lady Francis Power, for her closing comments.
So my teammates have said almost everything, like what testimony said. The COP is about our country. It's not about Henry Costa. It's not about any individual. It's about Liberia, and it's about Liberians. So we are encouraging everybody, citizens, whosoever, you are all welcome to join the COP. Let's fight to make Mama Liberia a better place for each and every one of us. So come and join the team, join the boat. Let us work together. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very, very much. We had a wonderful time with you guys on. Send us the flyer, any information you want us to put out there, any announcement. This is your platform. You're welcome to do that. We're very proud. I'm exceedingly proud, you know, that this thing that began with an idea has now taken a life form, or took a life form, and now is that we have people all over the world who are members of this. It's a very proud moment for me in particular. I'm just so grateful to all of you for all the wonderful things you've done for your country and continue to do through the COP. I know you all will have a wonderful time meeting one another for the first time, which should be fun. I look forward to seeing you all next year for sure. I'm going to Liberia December. We leave here on the 28th. God willing, we arrive on the 29th. And then next year, by February, I will come to Europe by the grace of God. I'm coming to see you. I will go from place to place.
Can't wait to see you. We can't wait to see you.
I will come to Scandinavia. Yeah. I will go to all the other different places. So I look forward to seeing you. Thank you all so much, and you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having us on the show. Bye-bye.
You're almost
Bye-bye, Buckeye.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, folks. So there you have it. We were on much longer today than usual, but it was for a great cause, a great purpose. We had our wonderful, hardworking COP Europe folks on, and we had a wonderful time with them, you know? Yeah, I look forward to seeing beautiful Norway. And yeah. So certainly. So by February, I'm going to do a Europe tour. And then I have to go to Australia, down under. My friend Samuel Sakama and big brother Nimaya Kamanda, and all those people, all our wonderful people in Europe. I look forward to seeing you all. I'll be coming to Europe, and I'm coming to Europe, and I'm going to go to Australia. Yes, we're going to do all of that before the elections in 2023. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and have yourselves a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.